What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. Yes, sir. Coming in hot again, boy. It is what it is. So today, I just wanted to bring up the fact that we just talked about Putin, and he came forth and announced the fact that Jesus Christ and all of the people, and most of the people that we already know, mentioned in the Bible, is of our descent. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? The people of color. And we already understand what it is, right? And it's so ridiculous that now that the facts are coming out, right? Everybody else in the world try to hide this matter, right? And now that we have a government official, you know what I'm saying, from one of the other countries, a man that's in power, bring something substantial in evidence for us to, we know, but for the world to realize so they can, check themselves and get it together. Just in case even they had any discrimination against our people, he's letting them know, look, it's on y'all. Whether he believes in God or not, he giving the people the opportunity to make your own decisions. You understand? Because he must understand that there's getting ready to be some things that's getting ready to be happening. And they know, Putin knows that the world, the system is literally getting ready to try to turn the people against the black man. I mean, I get it. We already know that it seems like that's been going on so far lately, but not as much as it's getting ready to be. You understand what I'm saying? Mind you, is a lot of hate in the air due to this fact. They're trying to cover it up. Everybody want to listen to the Diddy story. Everybody want to listen to the bridge that fell in Baltimore. But just a few days, he came out with this information that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it should have been worldwide. This should be a highly talked about subject, but it's not. And the subjects that are being brung up out there by other content creators and stuff like that, as I'm surfing through the web and I'm looking at different individuals and I'm checking it in the comment section, and this is what I see a lot. And I was expecting to see this. Color doesn't matter. In what aspect? In which way? Like, are you going to say in every which way, form, and fashion it doesn't matter? Because obviously color mattered for somebody to change it. And why did they change it? Because you're talking about color doesn't matter. So let's remind you, people who believe that the color doesn't matter. Let's erase your family history, and then you tell me if it matters or not. Especially if your family history happens to be connected with the Most High God, the main God on this planet. You telling me that wouldn't matter? It wouldn't matter for me to know that my actual father is the Most High? That wouldn't matter, right? You telling me that those things don't matter, but it's the most factual evidence that we can present to give a description on who these people were and what the sense in this, that, and the third that they came from. So it's almost as if it didn't matter, then you would continuously have, individuals not waking up, not realizing that the Most High God wants them to represent him. That it's our responsibility to represent him. So if it didn't matter, right? If it didn't matter, this is for the people who say it didn't matter, because I got the scripture for you where it does matter. So when Jesus was sent here, when God had ordained for him to even come to this earth in the first place, who did he come for? Did it matter to God who he came for? Because it sure the hell did. Because the last I checked, the Gentiles didn't have any color to them. So it did matter. And this is why it mattered. Because Jesus even had to tell somebody, who he actually came for. And behold, it says Matthew 15:22. It says, and behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. Who? Jesus didn't answer to her a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, send her away, for she crieth after us. They're just trying to send him away. Why? Because they're Gentiles. Let's keep it going. Next, he said, but he answered and said, Jesus answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So this woman just came saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, please help. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil. Somehow he ends up saying, I'm not sent, but only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now, in the house of Israel was produced the seeds of David and, such and so forth, right? What we came out, all these people were colored people, all of them, okay? So if he's coming for them, you getting ready to tell a world full of people that this other color, as if you're going to have them preparing and then the others not. You telling me that that's not important? You telling me that that doesn't matter? Well, it's clear here that it mattered to even Jesus and to who he even was going to perform miracles with at the same time. Now, he still did perform some miracles, but he had a choice. But he actually said out of his mouth, it don't matter what he did. You understand what I'm saying? And after this, he knew what he came for specifically. He did not come for the Gentiles. Now, you want to call that, call it whatever you want to call it. But mind you, if I'm coming for my peoples, right? I'm coming for my peoples. I'm gonna go look in the mirror. I gotta go look in the mirror to see who I gotta come for. No, he know who he come for, and they know who he come for. But see, look, he told his peoples he was coming back. But if we didn't know that we was his peoples, then how were we supposed to know he was coming back for us? You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand how ridiculous it sounds when these people constantly say color doesn't matter? It's only the fact because of the fact you're mad. You're mad. These are the same type of people I feel like they didn't even believe in Christ anyway, even if he was white. Even if he was white, you still wasn't trying to obey the laws. You understand what I'm saying? Because you still got malice in your heart and hatred against your brother and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You people don't even know how to respect humans all the way. A lot of people that have that mentality. So these are the people who have part in erasing that culture. These are still the same people who are trying to elaborate that erase. Nah, dog, don't come out talking about color doesn't matter. Color does matter. It does matter. So his people can know who he's talking to. Period. You got a problem with that? You only got a problem because he didn't come for you. It is what it is. You got to come to him. You got to go to him. For you Gentiles, you got to go to him. You understand what I'm saying? That's for John 3:16. You get on your knees and you do all that and make sure that you got your ish straight. So you can be one of the people of the world. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish. Whosoever. It didn't specify who. It said whosoever. Whosoever means whoever. Whatever. But at the same time, watch yourself, because you some of y'all be thinking that y'all somebody that y'all not. And this is the reason why they changed up the color, so they can have a whole bunch of people believing something that they're not. That also does matter, because when you don't have the ball in the right playing field, you're playing the wrong game, cuz, and you're going to lose. Let's continue. After he said, but he answered to her and said, I am not sent, but only to the house of the sheep of Israel, right? Only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then she came and worshiped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs. Do you understand what he just said to Shorty? He said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs, to the Gentiles. Why are he going to take what he got for his people, right, and cast it to the dogs? Bro, it say dogs. You see that? That came out of Jesus' mouth. You see that red writing? That's Jesus. So let I want the people that be in the comment section to talk about color don't matter. Look, to the dogs, baby. The dogs. He wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. He was using terminology. Why would you take your meat and the children's meat, right, and feed it to the dogs? Like, this bread is for them. This bread is for them. The children's bread, you feel me? It ain't a good idea to do that. Here's another. I'm not doing this because of the fact that I got something against anybody. I'm doing this because of the fact that it's very exciting to see that somebody of power is bringing this to the forefront, right? And then you got to watch a comment section full of individuals just to get a statistical number of how many idiots is out here that literally just want to be against us. They never was about God anyway. So they're constantly throwing manipulation and witchcraft into the comment section to discourage and distract other people, as if Jesus himself didn't come from these words right here. Let me give you another one. Let me give you another one. Let's give you another one. Because I wanted to make sure I got a couple of the scriptures that I was going through. What was it? Oh, you know what? It was Matthew 10. Matthew 10, I believe, 5, 10 and 5. Okay, here it is. Matthew 10 and 5 says, these 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans. Enter ye not. That means don't go to the Gentiles, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Now, if we had a specific task, right, and Jesus told us to do anything, and we wanted to be an apostle of him or a disciple of him, or what did he just command to be done here? It says, go and not to the way of the Gentiles. I never seen this in here until today when I started going through the scriptures. But I remember Jesus telling me that specifically to my face. Like he said, he didn't say what color people. He just said to tell my people I'm coming soon. And I'm looking at him and I can realize me and him, we peoples. When I first saw him, I didn't know he looked like that. I saw who he was and I saw where we were. And I said, bro, this man is connected. This nigga's from the hood, bro. This nigga met up with me in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And was like, yo, tell my peoples that I'm coming. Why would he go to anybody else, another nation, and say, yo, tell my peoples I'm coming? Why would you tell one of your peoples that's, you know what I'm saying, that got the familiarities of us? Like, when's the last time we heard those so-called Jewish people over there talking about trying to refer to their people that he's returning? As a matter of fact, they don't even believe in Jesus. As a matter of fact, why are you even holding a Bible that got his name written all in it? Matter of fact, that guy that y'all sitting there creating and changing his name is the most important figure that y'all needed. Because regardless if we know it or not, we was saved by salvation through the Spirit of Christ. As long as we obey those commandments, we would have been good. That was for y'all. And the lost sheep, they would have been maybe all right, because a lot of them still lost anyway. Regardless, God got apostles and disciples and all kind of shit around them, and they ain't listen to a damn thing. And as mind you, he already called it 2/3 of them is already going to perish for lack of knowledge. Why? Not because they didn't understand, because they disobeyed to commune the engagement with the Lord. You have to have that. You got to have that motivation. You got to be open in will, in spirit. Why? Because no matter if you up or if you down, when you open, He going to pour in. He going to pour in. So if you up, you already ready to, your cup is filling over. When you up, and you know what you do when you do that? You share. You do charity. You give out. You start to help out. You start to help. That's what you do when your cup fills over, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And I like doing that. You want to know why? Because of the fact that I know that I got to overflow. Think about it, right? Imagine they put a whole bunch of, you go to McDonald's, they give you this big cup, right? And they fill it up with all this ice, right? And then it's all the way to the top, the water and the ice. And they ain't even put the lid on yet. You already got the overflow. For you trying to squeeze everything down in there to keep everything, you're trying to keep everything, but by you squeezing, it's going to pour more out. You might as well just let it overflow. So it's a good idea to have those individuals in mind that you may can help out. You see what I'm saying? Or just start being in progression with the charity situation. See, that's how I do. When I'm in that situation, when I know I got overflow, I want y'all to check how to operate. For a lot of people, you should do this, right? But I'm feeling the flow, bro. So my eyes start to look for people who are less fortunate. It starts noticing people that are less fortunate. Mind you, if I come up on a buck up today, all of a sudden, 4 homeless people just gonna pop out of nowhere. I promise you. Like, maybe y'all don't see it because if you move to make those type of moves, but I promise you, you are made to be like that. And those people are there, but you don't realize them, you don't see them. But yeah, so I just wanted to get back to that and just saying that these scriptures that we bringing out right here, they're being specific on who to deal with and who not to deal with. Now, if I went to Jesus, right? If he would have told me something like that, and I said, "Hey, Jesus, do it matter if they white or black?" He might smack you upside your damn head. If you don't understand what a Gentile is right now, but besides a Hebrew Israelite, you understand what I'm saying? They were specific. That's what they called people back then. It wasn't white and black. They went by, you know what I'm saying? They were Gentiles. So Lord, would it matter if I went to the Gentiles or not? Does it matter? Yeah, it matters. To him, if it don't matter to y'all, you being disrespectful to who he calling his men and what he want them to do for his people. For his people. So yes, it does matter that you understand who he is. So you know when his people speaks, you ought to start listening right now. Don't you understand that this is a big example of why you're supposed to start opening your ears to the men of God right now? Because see, now Putin brought you a little bit further. Now you got a little bit of extra credit on your side to help you understand certain things before you perish for this lack of knowledge that God's going to constantly be pouring into us. Not saying I'm not getting up here and I'm going to say that every single black man that you see that's coming up trying to do this, that, and the third has got the right message. I can't tell you that every time I got the right message. You want to know why? Because a lot of times we come from self. I'm gonna tell you like that. And, you know, I was even contemplating on getting on here today because I still I ain't know if I was in my self mode or not. I like, you know, mind you, whether you're in self mode or not, none of this is about self. So if you ain't even feeling yourself or you feeling yourself too much, I think you better humble yourself. Sit down, do a little prayer before you do your project. See me, I do prayers. I do my prayer. Like I said, eventually I'll start getting into it on the camera. But before that, I do it literally right before I turn the camera on and start recording. Why? Because like I said, I wanna tell God to, you know what I mean, use me through the Spirit. I'm open. Use me as a willing host, a willing vessel. Do your work, whatever you will, whatever it is that you want to come out of these things. And regardless of how much I'm in my own state of mind and this, that, and the third, I'm always willing to let God use me. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, at the end of the day, it ain't about us. When we doing this work, we literally kind of have to have no feelings at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, because you get too attached to this world and what's going on in the world and this, that, and the third, your message is going to be strenuous. It's going to seem strenuous now. Like it's hard to do. Nigga, it's not hard to do, bro. Snap out of it. Keep it moving, bro. You know, see, this is the things that I believe in. You want to know why? Because let's say last week, right? I went through some traumatic stuff, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I went through war. Look, listen, when I'm in war, you know it. When I'm out of war, leave me alone. I already moved forward. Now, if you're trying to bring me back, then the only thing and I would advise you to not do this with anybody. Cause see, everybody ain't for all that sweet, suckery, sugary shit, man. I was not even raised like that, to be honest with you. You understand? Like my pop, my uncles, they was never like that. You know, we may have gotten something and that's still my uncle, so brush it off. See you at the next barbecue. What's up? Hot dog, hamburger? Yeah, let me get that. You got the mustard? Cool. You know what that is to us? We don't do all that other stupid shit that you little boys be asking for. I grew up around grown ass men, real grown, tough guys, to the point I couldn't stand these niggas, man. You understand? But at the same time, we wasn't asking for none of that. You know how to take a bullet and keep it moving? Because maybe that's what some of y'all gonna need to learn how to do eventually. Because you don't know how to wash your hands when some shit through. You don't know how to leave certain situations alone when everything is done and done. Because sometimes you just don't never know who you're dealing with. Sometimes you could be dealing with a person that's very highly intellectual, smart, do know how to contain themselves, very well disciplined. But at the same time, you want to bring them back to a time. If you bring that person back to a time, it's because you don't think that was dumb. If this person is who they are and that resides inside of them, you bring them back to that time, that's all you're going to get. Well, at least I'm going to let you know that's how I operate. So that's how you got to move. Like I got cousins, I got brothers, I got mad family members, dog. And we done been through the muck together, and we don't turn around and kiss each other's boo-boos when we're finished. We wipe that shit off ourselves and we keep it moving, dog. All that extra bitching and complaining and crying stuff, that just elaborates more faggotness and fuel to the fire, if you understand what I'm saying. That's when you're dealing with a real man. When you're dealing with a female, then you might get that kind of reaction or response or whatever. But don't ever expect the grown man to let's say to bow down. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's like, that's why they say get down or lay down, because it's like and that ain't bowing down. That means get down. That means do what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about for that trend that was set with that terminology. It meant get down what we were doing, or you was just done with it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't mean to bow down. No niggas asking nobody to bow down, bro. As a matter of fact, all I even want around me is real kings. Because if you ain't operating like one, I don't even want to be near you. You call yourself a man, I don't even want to be near you. Why? Because then we gonna go through shit like that, and niggas don't got time for that, bro. My people's, dog, we ain't dealing with that at all, dog. This is why we can't have females around when we orchestrating our thing and we doing our thing. We leave all the women, they don't even come out. They stay home. And when we're in their vicinity with our homies and we talking about these things as homies, I know it sounds tough, y'all, but look, yo, nobody can bring up their personal conversation. We don't do that. You're not allowed. In our group, you're not allowed to bring up female drama or what you just went through. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you just went through something and you just called a homie off emergency because of some type of ish, you know what I'm saying? Those things will be taken care of. They will be supported, you know, to the extreme. You know, and everybody's coming. Everybody's coming to the aid. But at the same time, when we orchestrating our meetings and we having our meetups and stuff like that, there's not a man in there that is allowed to address anything that's making him feel bad. Even if it was something that I said, right? We not getting ready to wait till we amongst the crowd to address each other in that funk. That's not how we operate, cuz. It would go literally down right then and there. And mind you, we ain't going to fight because we respect each other's say. You know what I'm saying? We respect each other as men. So, yeah, we might talk in high tones. You know what? Don't get it twisted, because I know what certain niggas that I bring around me, and I know their personalities. So if they get loud with me, that's just dumb, nigga. I'm not sitting here jumping in a fucking soft ass paper bag, nigga, because this man just exercises his passion for what he's trying to get across to me. Well, number one, too, because I also know that I can be very blockage with things. So it sometimes takes people to yell at me. Do you understand me? Do you understand? Yeah, because I will block you out just like that. And if you yell, I'm just going to snap back into it. And that's it. It ain't going to be this, that, and the third. Mind you, talk sense to me. Don't just be running your lips to be running your lips. Now, if you're edifying me, you edifying me as a man, you sharpening me up, my wisdom, my anything. Pick me apart. I'm right here. I wanna prove, not that I could be flawless, but that I can be sharpened. I would like to prove that. Dog, no man is, no sword. Mind you, you go through a couple of fights. You in a war, right? All right. I'm going to tell you, from a battle soldier to battle soldier, or if you want to be one, you're going to eventually get dull. It doesn't matter about how good you are in a battle or how good the other person is. You're constantly swinging this sword. You're constantly up against opposition and, you know what I mean, enemies that's presenting herself. And you're swinging that sword left and right. That sword is eventually going to get dull. And I'm not talking about the word of God. I'm talking about your spirit. Your spirit. Your spirit can get dull. Why? Because you're not edifying the juice in your spirit. What this part is where it's like when you feel like you beat down, like I said, you don't feel like yourself or you're feeling yourself too much. This when you got to go ahead and get in and doing the work. Because the gift is in the work that manifests more gifts, that manifests more spirit. This is why when you're down doing these things is just as good as reading the Bible. Why? Because it says that a mind stayed on him, on the Lord, he will keep you in perfect peace. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times the reason why your spirit is disturbed and distracted and disrupted is because your mind is not at peace. And your mind's not at peace because you're too much focused on all this different bullshit in the world. If you realize what we here for right now, our only freaking task for the most part, and our only goal and our only destiny is to do the will of God at this point. I mean, that's all I can really see. So you gotta think to yourself, anything that could be in the way, including your own thoughts, that's from the flesh, bro. That's the devil. That's the devil that'll constantly use. Now, mind you, just because you may have to project something and get really ruly with that don't mean that's the devil, cuz. You got to watch a person. See if they can snap back. See if that person has discipline and that discipline came from somewhere. You better recognize what you're dealing with. And any person who disciplines, they don't give apologies for that shit. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's done what it's done. And that's that. There is no apologies to nothing. It's almost like talking to a narcissistic person, right? Somebody who did something to you that pissed you off, caused you to have a reaction. You react, then they sit there and complain and cry about how bad we look together because of this, that, and the third, when they still have not given their apology on what the fuck they pissed this person off for in the first place. Now, this person didn't have to get up and just start doing this. This person could have just came at you like a real wrecking ball. Like a real wrecking ball. Just disrespected you every single day and had an energy for it. Like people that get chewed up under my trolling process. All the demons, though. I don't do that to men of God. So if you're a man of God, or if you somebody who is even if you're a person who is a humble person, bro, come on, dog. We don't do that to people like that, because humble people, they're quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. That means when somebody says something to them, they don't automatically get things misconstrued all the time. See, I used to have this problem myself, and this is why I want to talk to a lot of people about this situation, because I used to have that problem myself a lot. Somebody would say something, I would take it the wrong way, and then I'm already responding. God checked me on that. He made me realize I was going down a very bad lifestyle with that mentality, bro. Always thinking that somebody is throwing shots or throwing darts, or, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to learn how to just take shit to the chin, even if that is what it is. Just let that shit roll. You got to start getting used to letting that shit roll, dog. Because, mind you, the more you feel like they hitting you as a dart, that means your skin ain't that thick anymore. When your skin gets thick enough, you ain't going to feel this shit. Maybe practice on being a troll. It might help you a little bit more, because I don't know what to tell you. Maybe not. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you ain't a troll, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't troll them demons, all right? The Bible even says don't provoke the enemy. These people be coming in and they started with me before I go on them. So I ain't saying I'm literally like, you know what I'm saying, like in some childish manner where I'm just getting up and I'm just going to go fuck with people and shit. That's not what I'm doing. I literally, we all set up for the for the kill. We like a bullseye out there. So if they do throw a dart, it's because I saw you throw it. It ain't because I felt it. And I'm going to come for you just because of the disrespect that you felt like you could just throw anything at me, cuz. You throw a piece of lint at me, I'm going to hit you with a boulder, cuz. I done made people cry, dog, on Facebook. No, you can say whatever you want to say, bro. You know we in this fight. You know we got to go through it, bro. So whatever. And I already assumed that a lot of y'all, because of y'all complaints, these people be getting y'all. Dog, I am so disrespectful. I will really hurt your feelings. I will really go there. I will go there and rip that shit all apart. And you know what I mean. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't think about it for 2 seconds. All I think about is that person came for me. You wanted me to feel bad. That was their objective, right? They didn't get that. But I can assure you, they're going to feel bad. And I know it's just words, but guess what? Some things is really reality. And when them words bring that shit up, you can't cover that up with no medicine. You couldn't smoke blunts for 10 days to get rid of those thoughts. You couldn't do crack to escape the thought. Do you understand? If when I reach in and go, I take a dagger so big and thick and I jam it in their hearts. And I pull that thing out just to see if they still human. Because they sure was acting like demons to me. But I noticed these people still human out here. Sad, ain't it? But I had to find out them coming fucking with me. I'm telling you, bro. And some of them are just ran by demons. We got to start really calling them just demons because a lot of them is really just humans that's fucked up, bro. Because I'm telling you, some of these people still, I'm telling you because I see when you really win the fight, when you really win the battle, mind you, they making pokes. They trying to take shots to go there. They trying to get you there. Y'all don't know what to do because y'all still trying to be light with people's feelings and you don't want to be disrespectful because you're trying to be moral and all this other shit. Ain't nothing moral about war. Ain't nothing moral about war. Why would you even talk about somebody dead grandma when if you was at war and really, you would be running in there getting their grandma, the whole family, children and everything. What would be worse? So to me, it's the second part. So the first part is a little light to just come out. Don't disrespect. I got dead folks too, cuz nigga, you say what you want. They gone. See, that's the difference between me and them. These type of people still praying to their so-called people, talking to them like they in heaven and all this other BS, bro. Like, fuck out of here with that, bro. You try to go on my peoples, you only going on dirt and bones, cuz like, bro, dog, my peoples is already gone, dog. And I understand that. Do I hurt about it? No, because I already know that they're in a better place than we in right now. I'm actually happy they ain't here, cuz. Everybody can't say that because people don't know how to take losses. People don't know how to take losses. And that's okay. That's okay. Because everybody don't know how to take it, but you should start learning soon. And I'm going to tell you that because of the fact that everything that's getting ready to play out, we're getting ready to have many losses. Many losses. And I know we started with the fact of, you know, color not mattering when it comes to the Messiah and this, that, and the third, which we absolutely know it definitely does. You see what I'm saying? And anybody who start to believe those comments out there, because it's a trend of those people who are talking that. But that's the only other talking point left when it comes to that. Meanwhile, you're getting ready to have most of the world is going to believe, you know, because they already can feel it in their spirit a little bit. Anybody else is in complete denial or a rebellious spirit. And any rebellious spirit that is against the Most High or his people, we already know those is our enemies. And we don't want them to shut up because we got a war to get to, bro. We're going to have to know a way that we're going to be able to spot them. Now, God did say that, now he wasn't just talking to the beast because he did say it to the beast too in a specific section. But he also was talking to his men and the warriors when he told them to, whoever didn't have the mark on them, the seal of God on their forehead. Look, I'll bring that up in another lesson. I got too many lessons about this, but it seems like every time I hit on those, they don't really crack the views. They don't do nothing. But I'm doing this little YouTube thing or whatever. I'm really still new on it, YouTube with this particular channel because I have many other channels and I've been doing this for years too. But just kind of seeing how things go because really with the algorithms, sometimes you just get a gift channel. And sometimes you might have to go through 100 channels to find that gift channel. But I'm going to tell you like this. If you start 100 channels, one of those channels is going to be a viral sensation, regardless of what you put on there. So you got to keep doing it to find out which one of them to do it. Or one of your videos could break the channel and cause it to do that. But once you had a stagnant channel for so long, you better off just starting a new one, dog. You better off not touching it. There's like 30 million videos being uploaded every day. You ain't uploaded in 2-3 years on there. Man, that thing is literally compressed in the bottom of the book. You know what I'm saying? There's no life form that you can really bring out to that unless you did your own outside source of marketing and bring it to that channel, which your boy, which is also a computer network engineer, could literally take any channel and blow it up whenever I feel like it. It's gonna cost you a couple of dollars. I got the money to do it, but I don't look at everybody else going viral. Why the hell would I do that? When I get sick and tired enough, or the Lord brings me a bag enough, I will make my way in just like I feel like it. Dog, just like anybody else in the industry when they forcing certain things on you, dog, it wouldn't be if you like me or not. It wouldn't be nowhere you could go to get away from it. And I can do those things. I can definitely do those things. I know how to build websites, all that, this, that, and the third. I also know how to put in the Google in the actual algorithms in the organic. I can get it in organically, which means you ain't paying for nothing. It's just there every day. I can constantly create new pages and stuff like that organically. And every time you mess with those pages and update those pages every day and do this, that, and the third, it'll move it better. Because everybody looking for YouTube. But remember, Google giving you the opportunity to place that shit in there organic, which would still show up in YouTube. Advertisements down in the page, here and there. You understand what I'm saying? All you gotta do is throw a little change in it. After you do all that, let it run for a month, throw a little change in there, boom, it'll spread you out there. Because of the fact that you're already tied in the system, it's almost like a mesh network. I don't know if you know what a mesh network is, but it's more terminology from computer network engineering. But it's like a whole bunch of different routers, router, and they all connected to one host. You come into that area of routers, you're everywhere because you got all them different locations. So even if you tied up 100 YouTube channels to one YouTube channel and you started doing things with them, it's gonna make that one channel super fucking strong, cuz that's what your objective is anyway. Now I use this with my business. I don't do it for this. This y'all niggas ain't paying me for this. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't investing like that into that. Like I said, if God pour me a bag with my overflow, I do what I do with my overflow, and I do promote it a little bit here and there. Like I said, in Facebook, to where the algorithms is helping me substantially, to where, you know, the numbers is pretty good for even a few dollars over there. But that's what I do with my bread. Like if I was paying tithes, because I don't have a church, I make money. I have a community of people who do watch me and fan bases, this, that, and the third, in Facebook and stuff, but they're not putting in no money. I'm not looking for them to put in money. Remember, I still got 10% to give to the church. Now, what I'm doing is for the church, is for the lost sheep of Israel. So if I got to put that money into that, and then that do what it do, bro, I ain't been having no problems the last 6 months, dog. I've been getting more views than I ever did in my life. And that's on Facebook. And I'm like, all right, well, cool. I can do that. And I can go over here and do my YouTube thing. So it ain't like I'm not being watched. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's why you probably try to figure out, like, you know what I mean, why I be so, like, with this, like that. Well, that's because any one of these videos, I could just put it over on there, whatever one I feel like. And if I got a particular message that I think that even people that are in my life need to see, that's when I usually put it out there. And I got to start doing videos like that, because I swear, ever since that I've been back here, like saying, going hard on YouTube or whatever, I'm just thinking about the rest of the world stuff, and I kind of start forgetting about the scenarios that was playing out, the things that the Lord gave me and was revealing to me that was in the people around me, and certain topics to touch on, and this, that, and the third. And I was doing that for some time, and I definitely got good feedback from that. I got more feedback than I expected, as a matter of fact, because there were certain things that I had talked about that I had no clue that any of my peoples was even going through, and them submitting their self in humility came and revealed to me that they were going through these things, and I'm like, wow, and it was like, yo, you know what I mean? People told me like this. I kid you no lie. I be talking to my folks or whatever, and they be like, yo, I'm watching that video you did right now. Yeah, let me call you back. Bro, I'm dead. Mad people done did this. They done hung up on me like, yo, I'll call you back. Cause they was listening to a video that I did. They like, I'm thinking like, I'm like, yo, that's deep. Whatever. I said, yo, that's crazy. Like, my peoples just got snatched because of the video. Like, I'm really trying talk right now. And they saying that they ain't halfway through the video. I'm like, dang, that was an hour video. So I'm like, yo, they really putting me on hold for a half hour just so they could finish up what they was. I said, all right, cool, I get that. And I'm not even gonna be a distraction to my own work when it comes to certain individuals. So that's another thing. So whenever it's done, it's done. And that's why, and I do understand what we project and put out. I do understand that people take that and they embed themselves with it. But let me tell you about people like that. They ain't gonna go too far. Because if you ever embed yourself with just the one thing, or just the one wrong thing, or whatever it is that you don't have the explanations or the structure and the grounds and the blueprints of, do you understand what built that situation in the first place? You're gonna literally be one of the people where it's like, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Because you don't know how to decipher when somebody that has a video that may be giving conclusions with personal references mixed in and elaborated with it, this, that, and the third. Like, you don't know that type of stuff, you can get led into manipulation real quick. Because this person actually got an agenda behind what they're saying. And they're not really speaking on the same thing. That means the topic they bringing you ain't as potent as it should be. Not as it could be, as it should be. That means that was that person's responsibility. Since they said that that's what they was talking about, that's what they should have been talking about. Somebody like me, if it's something that I got to get on my chest, I'm going to get on my chest. I'm going to say the exact words, and whoever's to, I'm going to tell you straight up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mixing this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's more important that I got my focus to do exactly what I'm here to do. You know, nothing else. And it's a part of my defense system to cancel these monks out who create tension against me. I don't care who they are, bro. I just don't care. God didn't create me to care about that. I don't care if they're another motherfucker that's going to get in heaven. So what? Still don't get in my way, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I'm not going to get in yours. Just don't disrespect me. Now, if somebody want to check me. Check me. Don't disrespect me. That's different. But don't check me for nothing that I didn't do. Whether it was wrong to you or what. I'm not saying I'm not even giving you the opportunity to check me if I did something wrong to you. I'm giving you anybody the opportunity to check me if you see me doing something wrong, cuz. If you see me doing anything wrong, I don't care. I'm not the person that's just going to say, like, if you come to me, I'm not just going to get mad and be like, yeah, well, this, that. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm going to sit back and say, all right, this is what the people see from the outside. That's being observed from the outside. Okay, great. I have to take that. Why? Because it's very possibility that I have an explanation for you of why I respond certain ways. And sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. If I can't figure it out, then I have to accept the fact that I was wrong. Period. But if you're telling me that I'm wrong for reacting in certain ways and dishing out a certain discipline and in whatever way, hey, that's my way. That should just tell you that this is a person that you don't want to deal with. And that's it. It's not, oh, he's not a man of God and this, that, and that. No, it's the person you probably more than likely shouldn't deal with or can't deal with or not allowed to deal with. And for whatever reasons, because you're not sharp, that may be the actual reason. It's not because of me. I'm not sharp, bro. I got my ish together, bro. Not saying that we perfect. Nobody's perfect. But if I came to somebody and they let me know that, hey, look, yo, you disrespected me in this way because of this and the third. Okay, was it before or after I made my complaint with you? Because see, if it was after, then I can understand your drift. You see what I'm saying? But if it was before and I came at you a certain way, then I'm wrong. And even as a man, you would literally have to apologize for your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not big on especially I would say men or women. Hey man, hey, that's me. Call me an asshole you want. But I'm not big on giving apologies to men or women. Period. You wanna know why? Because if I give you apology, then that's me, you telling me or making me tell myself that I was wrong to begin with. I call that manipulation, and that's witchcraft. And you finna make me turn up just a little bit more. See what I'm saying? Because see, if we don't address the real issue with the root that's at hand, you're just gonna piss me off because you trying to get to you getting all this respect from somebody, but you still haven't. You understand what I'm saying? You still haven't made it clear why you even came at this person this way. Why you even have those characteristics about yourself in the first place. And maybe, and just maybe, these are the reason things that be happening and coming up the way they do. See what I'm saying? So, like when I address a certain issue, I would like to address it and be done with it. Once I go on about my business, you better ask my brothers and sisters, dog, or anybody around me. Do not bring up old shit, bro, because you're going to get me flamed. You're going to get me 10 times hotter than the first time. Now, you didn't get what I really wanted to give you. Mind you, we soldiers, dog. We give warnings, bro. We give warnings first. Then we say what we got to say and we leave it alone. Other than that, we'll never say nothing else about it ever again. So all I want you to do is know individuals who move like that. Understand when we put away certain things that we're moving forward. Moving forward don't gotta come with telling a motherfucker you sorry. I would never tell a motherfucker I'm sorry. I'm sorry? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That means I'm a loser. I'm a loser. I'm a loser because you piss me off. I bring my complaint to you no matter how I bring it. And then you the one that's still acting like you deserve something. I'll give you something for real. Because if you want to press the issue, and that's what I'm saying to people, stop trying to press the issue with certain people out here. Do you got a task, motherfucker? Get on your job, man. These people still in your head? You must be a very weak-minded person. Because in my head, small people get crushed. That's why I come out and crush you too easy, talking in your fucking face. Because people in my head is around a whole bunch of destruction. You trying to get in my head. You got a shit coming to you, cuz. You did not see the fucking warning signs? That's on you to have discernment in your spirit to know when you should not deal with certain individuals. Don't say, oh, don't deal with him because, oh, he's a devil or he's not of God. No, he ain't playing. And if you ain't ready or orchestrated in those manners, then you're just not meant for these segment of things. That's what that is. That's what that is, bro. You're just in a whole nother division. That means you go over there and you let the ones be over here. Because let's say all of even God's people, and we've been seeing it in the we've been seeing it all over. But and it's because of the fact that there is a division. And it's Christ that's causing the division, but it's dividing a lot of things. Mind you, I ain't being divided for shit. You wanna know why? Because I got Christ inside me. We are the division. I am on the lines. I don't think y'all niggas understand this shit yet, bro. That means I can operate which side, nigga. Do you feel the drift now? That's because we on the line. We got that authority to do so. Why? Because we may use that other side to get done what we need to do. Because that's what we are, the line in the middle. It's still darkness. In that darkness comes the authority of God. Why? Because it's Christ. Christ. So I'm not going to continue to explain too much on that. But some people sitting there waiting for a mug, pick a side. You're going to keep waiting. Christ said, I did not come to bring peace. I came to bring a sort of division. You got to understand what it's like to be on them lines. We on them lines for a reason. To stop the light from crossing into the dark and the dark from crossing into the light. That means I can grab you and I can grab you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can grab you and I can show you your place. You dig? See, this is my place. This is where God set me at. This is where he set me at. I don't know about all that other shit. That's why I don't fool with him too much. I ain't fooling with one side at all, but I'm not completely jumping in the midst over here trying to unbalance things. Because, and even them people that believe in Jesus and believe that Jesus is God and this, that, and the third, I don't get into all that. That's still on that side, cuz That's just actually further on that side than where I'm at in the middle. See what I'm saying? Further than the people who are talking to me and I'm there. So if you're here and you're in my distance, then you must need to get a little bit more onto the light side. Because whenever you're right here by the line, that means you're too close to crossing over. And I'm going to grab you. And that's what I do. Why? Because I would do to you what will be done if you crossed over anyway. So that says, don't cross no lines over here. Do you understand? That's how it goes. Till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. I still love y'all, man. Peace.